everyone, I'm Sarah Bernard and this is STL TV Live. The Missouri Botanical Garden has produced the Japanese Festival since 1977 and it's still going strong in 2013. Holly Berthold is here to tell us how it has evolved. So it's been going on like for our entire lives, just about.
That's correct, it has. And people always think, well gosh, it must be the same thing over and over. I mean, really, how much can you change it? Well, we have. We've done quite a different venue this year, lots of new things. We've added new tours, we've added new performers, we've added new vendors. We've added all sorts
there's
of
a lot
stuff.
of new stuff. So it's the great thing is it's a tradition in St. Louis. Labor Day weekend, everyone knows the Japanese Festival is one of the things that we have to do. The weather's usually splendid. End of the summer, I mean, it's just been fabulous.
Yeah. And in fact, last year it was raining on the last day, and I went with my family who had come in town, and it was beautiful. It was so serene. We walked around with umbrellas, and it was just really nice. So you can't have a bad time down there.
Yeah, and I've been to Japan, and I have such an appreciation for the pristine beauty of that country. And really, the Missouri Botanical Garden is a great place to really display some of that synergy that exists between our countries, and it's a great representation, I would say.
It really is, and I've been to other Japanese festivals in the country, and you know, we're really one of the oldest and largest in the country, and the fact that we're just right there in the middle of 79 absolutely beautiful acres is such a neat thing. Even if there's no festival going on, it's a beautiful place to be. But it really enhances, you know, if you're there with kids, if you're there with elderly people, if you're there with whomever, everybody finds something that they just really get a kick out of.
Yeah, and it's fun to go to the garden when there's lots of people there. A lot of times it's really quiet, and that's nice too. It's a great place just to go for reflection and quiet walks and that kind of thing, but there's something really neat about the festivals that you guys put on and all the community coming out.
Yeah, so on Saturday we kick off with this great big procession, and we go to this opening ceremony, and the taiko drummers are there. And I don't know if you know this about taiko drummers, but in ancient times in Japan, they use taiko drums. There's a few people that are working on these performing on these really huge drums, and it would scare off the enemy. So that's why they get such a huge resounding sound off of those drums, and so they would actually scare people away. And all the neighbors call us and say, hey, we can hear your drums.
Oh, I love it, but they're not scared.
Like it. No, they're not scared.
Right, they come, they hear it, and they come.
That's true, that's true.
So what is different this year? I mean, I almost hate to ask
well, one of the things we have, we're very honored to have some of the people who lived through the tsunami, and one of the most hard-hit cities over there. We have kind of a sister city relationship with them, so they're coming here for the first time this year. They're going to be wearing traditional costumes, and then next year some of our folks from the Japanese Council will go over to Japan for one of their big festivals. So it really, there's a lot of different organizations that put this whole festival on. This takes weeks and months to put everything together, you know, securing the artists, for example. Something as simple as a calligraphy artist. That's a big deal to find out, you know, who will best represent and
so people like that, are they coming from Japan, or do they already live here in the United States?
Some come from Japan, and some are right here. We've got a very healthy, good Japanese community here in St. Louis, so we're very lucky to have that.
Yeah, and the sumo wrestlers, will they be back?
Oh, they sure will.
That's
we
my
just
favorite.
Love them. Yeah, they're coming in on Wednesday, and so we're going to be taking them all over, and they are really fun guys to work with. They're just terrific. The drummers, the martial arts, the guy who spins the sugar, and to all these creative pieces. It's just a lot of fun, something for everyone.
Yeah, so it's the kind of thing where people can just show up at the beginning of the day or at any point and walk through and experience all the different things going on. Is that correct?
Absolutely, and you know, it goes quite into the evening. Not a lot of people know this, but we've got movies, anime movies. We've got and we've got cosplay this year, which is a little bit different. We've got karaoke from 8 to 10, I believe it is, on Saturday night. And my favorite thing is we've got moonlight walks. So you can walk through the Japanese garden, and they've put out all of these lanterns and everything. So to show those lanterns shimmering and reflecting on the water is really quite an experience. If you haven't done it before, you really should.
That's neat. How late does the garden open those evenings?
Those evenings until 10, and then on Monday until 5.
Okay, good. All right, so don't go away, Holly. We're going to talk more about what's coming up at the garden besides the Japanese Festival in just a few minutes. Don't go away. Still talking with us about the garden is Holly in just a few minutes on STL TV Live.